is good, you guys? Markiplier uploaded friend mode. Just kidding, that was a year ago. So, you guys, I started to upload a video about Shane Dawson. And I did a video about it, a whole video about it saying that, what do you call it? That I would be reacting to Shane Dawson's lucid dreaming because not.
Something that I'm very...
Just kidding, I'm going to even do this. So, if I can get these off my effing arm, that'd be great. So, hang on, let me get this thing. Turn the camera up. Hey guys, it's Mallory here. And I'm going to have the camera off because I have Chili Times 2 with me. And Chili Times 2 is not a YouTuber. It's actually food, because you know me, and I don't want to disgust you guys. So I call this Chili Times 2 because it has green... Oh, excuse me. It has green chili, and it's basically just Hormel chili. And so I call it Chili Times 2. Ah, shit.
lucid dreaming all fucking night.
Okay, here goes.
Guys, yes, today is going to be a different type of video. Something that I'm very, very excited to talk about. I have wanted to make a video about this for so long, and then this morning when I woke up, I was like, fuck it, we're doing it. Because I just woke up from literally lucid dreaming all
I have a feeling that when I have the speakers in, you guys can't hear the video, so here we go.
Night, and it was fucking awesome. So if you don't know what lucid dreaming is, let me break it down. Lucid dreaming is the ability to consciously observe and or control your dreams. So basically, in your dream, you're aware that you're dreaming, and you can do whatever you want. You could walk outside naked, you could fuck whoever you want, you could punch whoever you want, you could eat whatever you want, you could meet whoever you want. It's literally fucking everything. So it kind of turns your dream into an alternate reality because everything feels very real. You can hear, you can smell, you can taste, you can feel. Having sex in a lucid dream sometimes feels better than having sex in real life because what your brain does is it takes your memory of the best sex you've ever had and like how it felt and you feel it in your dream. Okay, so today I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to lucid dream. So the first tip is probably the most popular one. I don't personally use it, but supposedly it does help a lot. And that is to keep a dream journal. So either have a journal next to your bed or just use your iPhone notes. And every morning when you wake up, right away, write down what your dream was. Write down certain things that are memorable, like were you at a KFC? Or were you in a car? Or were you hanging out with your mom? Just like very specific details about the dream that you remember. And the reason for this is because if you start to have the same dreams over and over again, or maybe your dreams take place in a car a lot, or in KFC a lot, or with your mom a lot, then next time you're dreaming and you're in a KFC or you're in a car, you can be like, wait a minute, I've done this before. I've done this a lot. Maybe I'm dreaming. Okay, the second tip is something that really, really works, and it's something I do all the time, and that is to check your realities during the day. So what I mean by that is like if you're walking to school, or you're driving to work, or you're going to Taco Bell to get some food. Why do all of my examples involve fast food? Well, whatever you're doing, while you're doing it, check your reality. Be like, oh, I'm walking to school right now. My feet are on the ground. There's trees next to me. I have my backpack on. There's that house I always see. Oh, there's that neighbor I always see. Just like check the things that are very real. If you're at Taco Bell, oh, there's the lady I know at Taco Bell. Oh, there's the menu. There's a hot sauce station. Just look around and really evaluate what is in front of you, where you are. It's going to make sense in a second. So basically the purpose of doing that is that when you're dreaming, if you are walking to school in your dream or you're at Taco Bell in your dream, you'll know what's real. So if you're walking to school in your dream, be like, am I walking on the ground? Do I see the neighbor? Do I see that familiar house? And if you're not walking on the ground, if you're floating, or if that house is now purple, or if that neighbor is now a monkey, you know that you're dreaming. Because the key in lucid dreaming is you need to know that you're dreaming. Okay, so the third tip is probably the most important, and it's something I do every night before bed. So as you close your eyes and you're laying down in your bed and you're about to fall asleep, number one, tell yourself that you are going to lucid dream tonight. Also, tell yourself what you want to dream about. Say, I want to dream that I'm going to walk around my school and I'm going to be able to do whatever I want. Or I'm going to dream that I'm on a date with the hottest guy or the hottest girl and we're going to have sex. And then as you're slowly drifting off to sleep, keep thinking about those things. See you having sex. See you walking around in school. See it. Because those are the last images that will be in your brain before you fall asleep, and hopefully they will go into your subconscious. Okay, so this is just a little side note. If you ever get up in the middle of the night to go pee and then you go back to sleep after that, if you remember the dream you were having right before you woke up to go pee, as you're falling back asleep, pretend like you're back in that dream again. Because if you do go back to that dream when you fall asleep, you have better chances of lucid dreaming. Okay, so those are just some tips that you can do when you're not sleeping to try to have a lucid dream. Now let's talk about things to do in your dream. So the trick is when you're in a dream, if you realize you're in a dream, now you can do whatever the fuck you want. So here's just a few things you can do to try to make that happen. The first thing is to read the back of a cereal box. I know it sounds crazy, but every time I'm dreaming, if I'm in the kitchen, which is most of the time, I will go to a cereal box or the back of a Pop-Tart box or the back of a jug of milk and I will read it. And if it's gibberish and if it makes no sense, right away my brain is like, I'm dreaming. And that doesn't just have to be in the kitchen. You could go read a book. You could literally look at a street sign or look at anything in your dream that has writing. And if it doesn't make any sense, you're dreaming. The second thing to do is to look at the sky. I just did this one last night and it fucking tripped me out because I've never done this one before. But if you look at the sky, it doesn't look real. It looks painted. Like it looks like somebody drew it. So I was reading up on this and supposedly your brain cannot I know it sounds crazy, but every time I'm dreaming, if I'm in the kitchen, which is most of the time, I will go to a cereal box or the back of a Pop-Tart box or the back of a jug of milk and I will read it. And if it's gibberish and if it makes no sense, right away my brain is like, I'm dreaming. And that doesn't just have to be in the kitchen. You could go read a book. You could literally look at a street sign or look at anything in your dream that has writing. And if it doesn't make any sense, you're dreaming. The second thing to do is to look at the sky. I just did this one last night and it fucking tripped me out because I've never done this one before. But if you look at the sky, it doesn't look real. It looks painted. Like it looks like somebody drew it. So
you guys, no, fuck you.
Do is look down because most likely you are not on the ground. So your brain literally just makes it look like a painting. Your dream that has writing, and if it doesn't make any sense, you're dreaming. The second thing to do is to look at the sky. I just did this one last night and it fucking tripped me out because I've never done this one before. But if you look at the sky, it doesn't look real. It looks painted. Like it looks like somebody drew it. So I was reading up. Look at anything in your dream that has writing, and if it doesn't make any sense, you're dreaming. The second thing to do is to look at the sky. I just did this one last night and it fucking tripped me out because I've never done this one before. But if you look at the sky, it doesn't look real. It looks painted. Like it looks like somebody drew it.
Okay, last night, or not last night, I remember seeing in a dream once where I went to this Mexican thing and that is what the sky looked like to me. So I was actually lucid dreaming then. Like, no joke, I'm not just making this up. I was lucid dreaming then. Yeah. I was lucid dreaming then, but it was so fucking cool. Alright, continue on.
I was reading up on this and supposedly your brain cannot comprehend what the sky looks like. The sky is too complicated, so your brain literally just makes it look like a painting. The second thing to do is look down because most likely you are not on the ground, you're floating. And this is another weird thing that your brain does. Your brain can't comprehend your feet touching the ground, so you're always kind of hovering. That's why in most of your dreams, if you kind of remember, you're always floating or flying or swimming. You're never really just walking. Another thing to do is look in a mirror. Now, if you look in a mirror in a dream, I'm warning you, it's kind of fucking scary, but it's not really going to look like you because your brain is going to have a hard time processing that and showing you what you look like. It's going to look like a weird version of you, kind of like fucked up or stretched out or bigger nose or bigger mouth. It's just not really going to look like you. And the last thing to do is so fucking weird and so creepy. And I did it last night because I'd never tried it before. And that is to grab the skin on your hand and pull it. Now this is another weird thing that your brain does, but it can't comprehend like how flexible your skin is. And you will literally just pull your skin for so long. Last night in my dream, I looked up at the sky, it looked painted, and I was like, fuck, I'm in a dream. And then I did my arm and I just grabbed it and it went and the skin stretched out like that much and I just started freaking out. Okay, so now that you followed the tips, you thought about what you wanted to dream about, you fell asleep thinking about it, you're in your dream, you see the sky, you pull your skin, you officially know you're dreaming. So now let's talk about what you can do in your lucid dream. So some of the most popular things that people love to do is flying. You can literally fly wherever you want. You can time travel. You can move huge objects. You can literally move a house with your hands. You could go through walls. You could literally do anything. You could do whatever a ghost could do or a superhero could do. You can do it in your dream. You can have sex with literally anyone. Now this one's important if you are struggling with your sexual identity and you don't really know what you like, or maybe you're going through puberty and you're confused about sex. This is something I used a lot, honestly, just a few years ago, because I didn't know if I was into having sex with guys or if it was just like a weird emotional thing. So in my dream, I literally would try having sex with guys, and the sex feels very real. It's fucking so weird, but it's really awesome. And this is also great if you were like me when you were a kid and you were like, I'm not gonna have sex till I'm married, because you were really religious, and then you could just go to sleep and be like, but I will have sex in these dreams. I fucked my whole school, all of it. Another cool thing is you can hang out with anybody. I've hung out with Hillary Duff in my dreams. I've hung out with Avril Lavigne. I've hung out with Jesus. You could literally hang out with anybody if you just imagine them there, open your eyes, and they'll be there. But out of everything, I think flying is definitely the most fun. And the way to do that, I kind of explain it like swimming. Like, you know when you are pushing off the wall in the pool and you like start to do that with your body like a dolphin, and you're just like pushing and pushing and pushing in the water. It's the same thing, except you're standing up on the ground, well, floating, and you push, and you start doing that with your body. I know I look stupid, but you start doing that, and then you start flying. It's a very similar sensation to swimming, and I think the reason that happens is because your brain can't comprehend what it feels like to fly, because we don't fly, but your brain can comprehend what it feels like to swim, so it feels very similar. Okay, so you're in your lucid dream, you're doing all these crazy things, you're fucking whoever you want, you're hanging out with whoever you want. Now you're probably really excited, and that's the problem. Some people during their first lucid dream get so excited that they literally wake themselves up. So if you start to feel yourself wake up, or you start to feel things slowly fading away, and you're like, no, I don't want to leave this dream. One thing you can do in your dream is spin around as fast as you can and then fall backwards. I don't know why, but it works. Another thing you can do is rub your hands together as fast as you can. For some reason, that also works. And if you try both of those things, you'll probably stay in your dream. Okay, so we talked about how to do it. We talked about all the fun stuff you can do. Now let's talk about the not so fun stuff. So lucid.
Okay, so I've watched this will be my third time. And once you get like really close to the pictures, you can see that they have faces, and this freaked me the fuck out. Like, I wasn't expecting them to have faces. But you know they did. So if you don't like this kind of stuff and you think it's creepy, and if you don't like stuff like that, then like turn away. But I want you guys to lucid dream with me. So tonight, or if you're watching this at night, or tomorrow, or whatever, lucid dream with me. So get comfortable. I'm always comfortable. And yeah, let's get started. Let's start dreaming. Just kidding. So if you don't like this kind of stuff, then just turn away.
Dreaming does have a dark side, because if you are lucid dreaming and it turns into a nightmare, you are going to feel and hear and see everything. In a normal nightmare, it's kind of fuzzy and scary, and you kind of wake yourself up. In a lucid dream, if you get stabbed, you feel it. If there's a monster, you see it. You can hear it. You can taste it. You can smell it. Like, it's very, very real. But here's the cool part. You can use your lucid dream powers to destroy the monster or to fucking get rid of all the evil things in your dream. And that's kind of cool because if you have a huge fear of somebody stabbing you and they're running towards you in the dream with the knife, you can literally just go and make them fly away. It's kind of awesome. And another thing, if you want to get out of your dream because it's too scary, this sounds crazy, and I don't know if it works for everybody, but it works for me. And this is going to sound very, very dark, but kill yourself. I know, it sounds awful, it sounds crazy, but if you are in a bad dream and you want to get out, find a way to kill yourself. Jump into traffic or do something else. I know, it's dark, but it's just a dream, it's not reality. And for me, the second that I jump off a cliff and I hit the ground, I wake up. And I've had to do that a few times because some nightmares get so intense and I just can't even process it that I need to get out. Now, the other dark side of lucid dreaming is sleep paralysis. Now, we've talked about this before. I've made a whole video about sleep paralysis. But if you don't know what it is, basically it's when you're asleep, but you're also awake. Like, your consciousness is awake. You know that you're laying in bed, but you can't move your arms, and you can't move your legs, and you can't open your eyes. It's literally one of the scariest feelings in the whole world. One time, I had sleep paralysis for literally 5 hours. I was laying there for 5 hours, hoping and begging that somebody would come in and wake me up, and nobody did. It was awful. Now, if this happens, there's a couple things you can do. Number one, don't freak out. That actually makes it worse, because that can lead to a panic attack, and having a panic attack when you can't move your body, don't get me started. But what you can do is just fall back asleep. Know that you're in sleep paralysis. Know that you're scared, but just know that if you fall back asleep, you'll be fine. And the cool thing is, if you fall back asleep, you'll go right back into a lucid dream and you can do whatever you want. But if you are really scared and you just want to wake up, you have to slowly try to move your body. Start with your toes. If you slowly try to move one toe, as slow as you can, but hopefully it'll start moving. And then that one toe moves, and then the next toe will move, and then your whole foot will move, and then that's when you'll wake up. And one thing you can also do is if you're sleeping next to somebody, try yelling. It'll feel like you're screaming, but it'll actually sound more like and that will force them to be like, what the fuck, and wake you up. I've done this one a lot. But I think the number one tip to remember if you are having a nightmare or you're lucid dreaming and something bad is happening or you have sleep paralysis, just remember you're totally safe. You're just dreaming, you're just asleep, everything's gonna be fine. So there you guys go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Try using these tips, please, and leave some comments down below letting me know if you did or if you've lucid dreamed before. Also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you want more kind of weird tutorials, because there's a lot of weird shit that I've learned how to do. We could talk about astral projecting more, but that one is a little insane, and I don't even think people would believe me. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel right down below, because I make new videos every single day. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna go. Please try these tips. Let me know how they work. Tweet me, Instagram me, all that shit, and I will see you guys in your dreams. Bye. That's how I got ready in the morning. Just put on my clothes, look in the mirror, and go, okay, alright. Yeah, it's something.
Alright, you guys, so, that was me reacting to Shane Dawson. It's not, okay. And, so, you should try his tips and all that. So, yeah, bye! Well, okay.